Somebody who previously was being brainwashed against you is starting to see the truth. They're starting to realize that the love that they received and the care that they received from these people that were sabotaging you or trying to brainwash them against you, they're realizing that their love is very conditional. They're realizing that in order to receive the love from these people and the attention and the care, they have to follow their rules exactly. And they have witnessed firsthand people being tossed away when they don't follow the rules. For many years, they didn't really put a lot of thought into it because they were just trying to get that love and attention from these people. This is somebody in your family. This is a member of your extended family. Maybe it's a cousin. Somebody is realizing, yeah, the veil is lifting for them. And they are realizing the truth about these people in the family, the ones who were attacking you. They're thinking back into the past and seeing how their half-siblings were discarded for not following the rules and how easy it was for them to be discarded. And it was always about money. Everything was always about money. You used to be close with this person. You even look like this person. You bear a resemblance with this person, and you had a bond with this person. But when you stepped away from the family, because you are the scapegoat, you are the black sheep, you are the cycle breaker, when you stepped away and stood in truth, and you stood against these family members that were doing you dirty, they smeared you. They smeared your name. They did a smear campaign against you. And it was very believable. It was very believable. They tried to make it seem like you were unstable or something about you. It was very believable. And also, there is a lot of money involved. There is a lot of buying people's affections involved here. But this person has been through some things recently that have opened up their eyes to the truth about these other family members that sabotaged you. I honestly think God is lifting the veil for them. The world is shattering, so to speak, because when you went through it, when you realize that everything that you think is real is not real, and the rug gets pulled out from underneath you, your whole world crashes down. Remember when it happened to you? That was devastating. So this person is now entering into a phase where they're seeing the truth and they're realizing that everything that they thought was real wasn't. They're even also realizing that they were, against their own free will, dragged into the situation. Because when these people tried to take your destiny, they tried to give it to this person. But this person, their soul, this person was innocent. Just like you were innocent. Ugh, so much fuckery. You're telepathically communicating with this person. So you might be like rehearsing conversations in your head. You're not rehearsing conversations in your head. You're telepathically communicating with this person. We are all connected. Just our ability to read, understand, and know about that connection is based on our level of consciousness and how open our senses are. Your senses are open. That's why you're so highly gifted. That's why you are so intuitive. You're empathic. all of that stuff. You can read people because your senses are open. You can hear them. You can smell things. You can hear things. Then there's all terminology for it, like they're the clair senses. You can do your own research about that. I'm not going to get into it. I think a lot of you already know so much about it, but your clairs are all heightened, and they continue to heighten. They continue to grow stronger as you stand more and more in alignment and travel down this aligned path of purpose. But these other people's, this other person that's just now learning the truth, their senses are starting to open a little bit. But yeah, back to it. You're telepathically communicating with this person. You're also communicating with them in your dreams. So your higher self and their higher self are always talking. Your higher self and everybody's higher self are always talking. And if you're highly connected with your higher self and you have that clear line of communication with your higher self, then you can receive information all the time, because your higher self is out there communicating with all these other highs. That's how you also know things that there's no way that you could know them. There's no logical way that you could know things that you know. But it's because you're aligned with your higher self. You have that clear communication. You have a clear communication with God, direct line. There's no interference. And so you're receiving so much information. But back to this person, they might reach out to you. They might not. I feel like they still have to play the game with these corrupt people. They love them. They're actually very close with them. So this is difficult for them to digest. You don't have to do anything. Don't reach out to them. You can, but I don't know if you'll be well received right now, because they are still playing the game. They are heavily monitored by the corrupt people. I really am not, I am getting the feeling that these corrupt people do not actually know what love is. They only know control. And so that's also difficult to digest, because when the veil lifts for this other person, who's going to be an ally for you at some point, when the veil lifts and they realize that their whole life they haven't been receiving genuine love, that's going to be, they might need your help. That's what, they might come to you at that point for help, and ask you, how did you heal from this? How did you get through this? What were some of the techniques and methods that you took in order to empower yourself and get yourself into a healthier place? I'm seeing that they might come towards you for that. But they're going to have to make many decisions before they get to that place. So this person is on your mind all the time. You might even be seeing their name somewhere. The initials S is important. J, D, R, H. This person has a lot of emotion hidden under the surface that they hide, but only because they haven't been able to make sense of it. So, I don't know. You do have an ally. It's just this person's not at the same place that you're at, and this person's just learning about it. So that's the message. I'm gonna leave it at that. I guess God wanted you to prepare yourself in case this person does reach out to you. So take it if it resonates, drop it if it doesn't. Know that you are so loved by God, your spirit team, and by me. And I hope you have a really beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Stay awesome.